To me, it was going back to the books. I noticed how Tolkien appreciate beauty, and I went for that. I choose the cinemascope, the biggest aspect ratio, in order to capture this sense of wonder and epic that the books have.
I want to kick things off in working with J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay. What kind of visual, pillars did you want to set up as you started to create what this world would look like?
Well, I think it was all about going back to the books, and the books were so clever. So they had these characters and these worlds defined so clearly. It was so detailed that it was very helpful. To me, it was going back to the books. I noticed how Tolkien appreciate beauty, and I went for that. I choose the biggest aspect, the cinemascope, the biggest aspect ratio, in order to capture this sense of wonder and epic that the books have. And from there create those worlds, trying to be as much faithful as possible.
It is exciting because we get to see a different age of Middle-earth than we've seen on the screen before, and I know it seems like we're in a place where some folks want to think it's all okay, but clearly there's still shadow and war looming. What kind of balance did you approach in these first couple episodes to communicate that it's not all great?
To me, that was what you're talking about was the key to find the tone of the episode. Because when you go to Middle-earth, all the races feel so different from each other. And each race has a very particular tone, very different too. So to me, it was all about what is what this story is about. And to me, it was about the repercussions of that war against Morgoth. The Shadow of the Past, that is the title of the first episode. And how each race deal with it in a very different way, and how they start to connect or disconnect from each other because of that. So to me, that was the key moment in the process when I understood that was all about that. The result of that war and the repercussions in Middle-earth.
Yeah, because they can't just brush it under the rug and move on like everything's fine. That stuff has long-term consequences. So in getting into this different age in this period, what intimidated you about, or if anything, about bringing this story of Middle-earth to the screen?
I mean, not intimidated, because I feel that Patrick and JD were very smart in choosing Second Age, because Tolkien already had a plan for that. So if you go to the appendix in Lord of the Rings, you will find the main events, but nothing more than that. I mean, the appendixes are more like a list of events, but there's no story. So at the end, we had the freedom, Patrick and JD had the freedom to create their own storylines, connecting the plan that already set up Tolkien. I thought that was very smart.
Yeah, I love the appendices, and I love that getting to see those things I imagined, like getting to meet those characters on the screen. Yeah. What was your first day on set like, if you can recall?
Very exciting. We were shooting the moment where the Harfoots revealed to the world, to the audience, and it was a very funny moment, very cute.
Good, happy note to start on.
And beautiful. We were in a beautiful landscape in New Zealand, like a giant cornfield where you can see the Harfoots popping up.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Can't wait to see the series.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.